Hey there all. Today we're going to be using a deck in card battles that I'd like to call the I'm an Asshole starter deck. If that wasn't enough time for you to understand why I called it that, well now you will see. I'm sure you all know how club arenas and battles aren't meant to be balanced, and rather as a for fun mode. Well, I think there comes a point where shit becomes so broken that maybe it could use some balancing, or they could leave it as is. I'm fine with either or. You're looking at that arena right now, Card Battles with Speed Club Arena. If you enjoy sending out blazing fast pinks on round 1 and round 9 rushes, then this is the perfect game mode for you. Bonus points if you're on a short map like indoor pools, cause that makes this game mode even more broken. It just feels so unfair, lol, like how are you even supposed to defend that kind of shit? Not that I'm complaining though, I don't mind the free wins, although I sort of chose the wrong account to get them on. The loss-win ratio is skyrocketing here as we speak. So yeah, pretty sure I already made a few videos on speed card battles in the past, so what makes this one different? Nothing, except for the fact I tuned my deck to be completely filled with early game rush cards, spaced pinks, spaced blacks, grouped yellows, you name it. The goal here is not necessarily to win, rather to kill my opponent as fast as possible with these overpowered balloon sends, which naturally results in wins because they don't realize they can destroy me the same way as I destroy them. But aside from a different approach, there isn't much else special I'm doing here today. I think by my recent uploads it should be pretty obvious I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel of ideas at the moment, clinging along at least until the next battles update comes out, which hopefully should be soon. I mean 4.1 was already over a month ago, and if I recall correctly, Ninja Kiwi said they'd be monitoring the next few weeks and hopefully have something ready by then, maybe with more balance changes, or new features, I'm not so sure. But now would be a good time for 4.2 I think, seeing as Bloons is starting to go in that downward trend again. You may not notice it yourselves, but us Bloons YouTubers sure do. Just look at how Tyler is pulling a Tyler right now. Or a quick check on Google Trends should do the trick. But back on the topic of 4.2. Even if it doesn't come out anytime soon, I don't think it'll be the end of the world. Based on all the positive feedback left on my previous videos style, I think I could survive by filling in the gap with some more try-hard, condensed gameplay, whether it's going for a meta strategy or trying out a new one. No condensed commentary for this one though, because if I skip part of a game it'll probably already be over. That's how fast these games go. Those types of videos could only last me so long though, cause I'm sure you'll eventually get bored if I keep on pumping out the same kind of video day in and day out. I like to have some variety, you know what I mean. Not in terms of games I upload of course, I more so meant the crazy things I can come up with within battles. Which leads me to the video before the previous one, about the triple stacking. So it's come to my attention that you can actually get more than 3 towers in one spot. Cause if you can get the game to slow down by lagging the shit out of yourself with Egro Rainbow multiplying, you'll have a larger window of opportunity to place more towers down, enough to get up to 12, yes, 12 towers in a single spot. I'll have to try that sometime down the road cause that sounds pretty lit. So again, about the 4.2 update, it should hopefully come soon and I'm eager to see what comes out of it. Will it be tournaments, more balance changes, both, or perhaps even an ELO system? If it's an ELO system I'll come, but I doubt it, so I ain't getting my hopes up there. Tournaments would be a decent consolation prize though, depending on how they implement it of course. If it's another system that rewards grinding though, I'll probably uninstall the game and delete my channel, so please don't fuck it up, Ninja Kiwi. Maybe it's neither of the 3 things I mentioned and it's something new instead, in which case I'll be curious to see what they come up with. I mean, I'm sure card battles caught a lot of people off by surprise because no one was expecting or even suggested that. It came literally out of nowhere. And after 9 months or so since its release, I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, card battles allowed me to open the door to crazy challenges and mobs such as 10 kidnap cards and the most unique abilities at once, and let's not forget that slick card battles tournament win either. Those were good times, or bad times if you were a viewer, because I'll be the first to admit that the meta card strategy of defending everything was boring as hell. But the goal of the tournament was to win, so you can't fault me or Tyler for try-harding. Speaking of which, some of you probably wonder what happened with those mega tournaments. After the last one over 6 months ago, everything's suddenly gone silent. If I recall correctly, I think we held off on doing those because the meta for both cards and classic was getting stale, and we wanted to wait for more variety to come in a future update before going forward with another one. We as in Bruno, Lucky, and the other competitors including me. Now 4.1 has delivered a bit of variety, but I don't know, I guess there still isn't enough, or maybe no one's bothering to bring it up again. Personally, I'd be too busy to take part in one anytime soon. I'm already falling a little bit behind on uploads, as you can tell by the one every 3 days pace, LOL. In fact, I'm actually still commentating this on the day I uploaded it, which may not mean much to you, but it sure does to me, because normally I'm great at keeping on top of the game and getting my videos done at least 24 hours before I plan to release them. Recently the 24 hours is more like 24 minutes. Anyways, the game is so stale that I already ran out of things to talk about, so I'm gonna go now. If you didn't catch it earlier, I got myself a 26-second win on the cards map on game number 3, pretty fast I gotta say, maybe even the fastest win ever. Now who am I kidding, you can easily break it if the map was indoor pools, and surely a sub 26-second win had to happen at least once, barring any disconnects of course. Don't let the title trigger you though, it may be misleading, but I couldn't think of another title that would bait some clicks. So please spare me this time, clickbait detectives. As always, like and sub for more content, and good day to you all.